guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video I am going to be doing my last cash stuffing for the month of August, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so let me go ahead and set up the money. So I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 500. If I counted this wrong, please let me know in the comments, but I think I have 500 here. And then it's 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I think I should have $528. So that is what we're going to be stuffing today. And I hope everyone had a great weekend. By the time I upload this video, it will probably be the weekend again, but hopefully I can upload it before this weekend. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the cash stuffing. So I'm going to start with my variable expenses. So as you guys can see, allowance is depleted as usual. I haven't had money left over in allowance in a very long time. Anyways, this pay period I'm going to be doing 60 for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to grab 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 59, 60. So this should be $60. 10, 20, 30, 45, 52, 4, 6, 58, 59, 60. And I'm going to do 30 for this week. So that should be 30. And this should be 30 for next week. So I'm going to put it in my week 2 envelope or pouch. So that I don't spend the whole 50, or sorry, the whole 60 in 1 week. Okay. So moving on to gas. For gas, we have 10, 15, 20, $1 left over, and I'm going to be adding 35. So I'm going to do 20, 10, and 5. And next month I do have a trip planned, so I'm not going to be rolling over my leftover gas money to my new car sinking fund for a while because I'm going to need the extra gas money. So I now have 20, 30, 45, 55, 56. For eating out, I'm going to be adding 20. And we have $2, $4, $5 left over. We're going to add $20. So we have 10, 22, 24, 25 for eating out for the next 2 weeks. For toiletries, I'm going to be adding $15. I'm going to grab 10 and 5. And we now have 10, 20, 30, 5, 41. I do have to buy a few toiletries. I have to get some shampoo, some body wash. For music, I'm going to go ahead and add $1. So we now have 10, 11, 12, $13. For splurge, I am not going to add anything. And we have $20, $40 left over. I don't usually budget for splurge. I roll over money from my allowance, but I haven't had any leftover money recently. For snacks, I'm going to go ahead and add $5. And we now have 5, 7, 9, 10. Everything is getting expensive because even snacks are expensive now, so it's just crazy. But yeah, we have $10 for snacks, and now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my sinking funds. Okay, so this month I've spent a lot of money on my car. I had to get my car tax, a smog check. I had to get new tires for all 4 wheels, and there was something wrong with my car. Something like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's a bolt near the tire and it was broken and it was leaking. So I had to get that fixed, and to get the 4 new tires and that bolt fixed, it was like $707. And then thankfully my car tax and the smog check wasn't a lot of money. It was $146 for the car tax and $45 for the smog check, so thankfully it was $199 for everything. But then with the new tires and getting that bolt fixed, I spent $898 on my car this month. So yeah, that's that's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm thankful that I at least had the money saved up in my sinking fund, but you know, it's never fun to spend a lot of money on something that isn't fun. So I had over $500 in my car maintenance sinking fund checkings account, and then thankfully I had set aside some money in my savings account for my car maintenance. So I had over $500 in here, and I also had to get the $200 from my savings account. So I have $50, $65, $6, $7, $8 left over, and we're gonna have to start all over with building this up. So I'm gonna add 35 this time, so I'm gonna do 20, 35, and let's see what we have now. So we have 50, 70, 80, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3. So we have 103, which is not too bad. We just have to work on building that up again. So 103 is my new total. Okay, moving on to my miscellaneous, I'm going to be adding 25 to this one. So I'm going to grab 20 and 5. And we now have $20, $40, $60, $75. We also dipped into this one. Okay, for hobbies, we're going to add $5. So we now have 20, 45, 47, 49, 50, 51. For books, I'm going to be adding $2. So we now have 2, 4, 6. For knees, I'm going to add $1. Oh no, sorry, I'm adding $2. I'm gonna grab 1, 2, and we now have 2, 3, 4, $5. And then extra budget is where I was keeping my car tax money. I do have $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30 left over. I was going to roll this over to my new car sinking fund, or no, sorry, to my car maintenance sinking fund. But since I am going to be taking a trip next month, like I mentioned, I'm just going to be using this for that trip. And I'm also going to be dipping into my adventure sponge for it. So next we are doing clothing, and clothing is going to get $10. Let me move this here. So we now have 100, 150, 170, 180, 185. Okay, so gifts is going to be getting 15, but I did decided to separate gifts and Christmas. So even though for gifts I'm still going to be budgeting, or it's still going to be my budget for both birthday gifts and Christmas, I am going to separate what I'm going to be spending for birthdays gifts for the rest of this year and what I will be spending for Christmas. So for gifts I'm going to be adding $15, and I just have, I think, 2 more birthdays. Yeah, 2 more birthdays this year, and the rest is just going to be for Christmas. But most of my gifts, I am going to make them with my Cricut machine, so I am only going to buy a few Christmas gifts this year. And I have $20, $30, $45 for Christmas, which for a lot of people it may not be a lot, but I do not buy expensive gifts. And like I mentioned, most of my gifts I am going to be making them with my Cricut machine. And vitamins is going to be getting $3. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, which is a new sinking fund that I started. So I'm going to be adding $3 to vitamins. Okay, so moving on to my next binder. Sorry, I forgot to write down. I'm a little bit out of it. Okay, so vitamins has $3 and Christmas has 20, 30, 45. Technically we have 45 plus. Actually, let me see how much I have all together. 20, 35. Okay, so I have 35 plus 45, that's $80. And together I have $80. All right, for health, I'm going to be adding $5. So we now have 100, 200, 20, 35, 41. So we have $241. Electronics is going to be getting $10. So we now have 10, 20. For my savings challenge, which is Savably, when I rolled the dice, I landed on 31. So I'm going to be adding $31. I grab 20, 30, and 1. Oops. Okay, so we now have 20, 40, 50, 65, 67, 69, 70. So we have 70 for savings challenge. And I just started this in July, so that's not too bad. For emergency, I'm going to add $20. And for the next 4 sinking funds, I do have these trackers because I do have some of the money in my savings account, and then I have the rest in my checkings account. So for example, for my emergency, I have 180 in my checkings account, and the rest is in my savings account. So I have 150, 70, 90, 200 in my checkings account now, but technically I have $700. 20, that's 200. Okay, so in total I have 500, 600, 50, 70, 90, 700. So for savings, same thing. I'm going to be adding 8. Okay, so I have 700 in total. And for savings, I'm going to be adding $60. So I'm going to do 50 and 10. So we're adding 60, 125 plus 60, that is 185. And in total, we have 1,000, 2,000, 100, 50, 70, 85. So we have $2,185 in total. Okay. Actually, I like to have these ones in the back. Okay, so next we're gonna do new car, and new car we're gonna be adding $25. So I'm gonna grab 20 and 5. Oops. So 90 plus 25, that's 115. So I have 115 in my checkings account. And in total, I have 1,550, 70, 90, 610, 615. So I have 1,615 in total. And these trackers, I got them for free from the same shop where I bought these envelopes. I don't think she's selling them anymore, so unfortunately I can't link them. But if I do see them again, I'll go ahead and link them for you guys if you guys are interested in these. For vacation, I'm going to be adding $20. So we have 60 in my checkings. That's 20. And we have 1,060 in total. Okay. For phone, I am going to be adding $5, and I just went ahead and transferred the 100 that I had here into my savings account. So now I have 15 for phone. For adventures, I'm going to add 15. Yes, I'm going to do 5, 10, 15. I probably did the denominations wrong. Even though I am my own bank, I still messed up the denominations. For adventures, it's going to be for Disneyland, and also I will be getting some of the money here for the trip I'm going to be taking next month. Originally, my budget for Disneyland was going to be $500, but now I am going to do $400 instead, because I do want to take that trip next month. So we now have 100, 2, 320, 45, 55. So we have $355 for adventures. $355. For planner, I'm going to add $5. And we now have 50, 70, 95, 100. Which is exciting. And I'm going to try to film a bill exchange so I can put a $100 bill here. Black Friday is going to get $80. So we now have 50, 75, 80. Home is also going to get $5. And we now have 50, 75, 80 as well. House repairs is going to get 25. 25. So we have 50, 75. Days off is not going to get anything this pay period. So I think I definitely messed up. Yeah, I messed up the denomination. So I'm going to go ahead and make some change. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stuff my dog sinking funds now. Alright, pet supplies is going to be getting $5. And I dipped into this because I had to get my dog some Advantix, which is flea and tick treatment. He has fleas, so I had to get that for him. It was like $40, and we now have $10, $25, $26 in here. And I also need to buy a new pooper scooper because the one I had broke, so I have to get that. So probably next pay period I'm gonna try to put a little bit more here because I don't want to deplete this. I do like to have a little cushion here. For dog food, I'm going to add $10. And we now have 10, 30, 40. For bed, I'm going to add 45. So I'm going to do 20, 45. And we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 75. So we have $475 in his bed. Lastly, I'm going to stuff his birthday fund, and that's going to be getting $3. 1, 2, 3. And we now have 50, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 71. So we have $71 for his birthday fund. So lastly, I'm going to add that $1 to giving. Giving is depleted because I did donate the money to a GoFundMe account. I ended up donating $10 and I only had 7 in here, so I got the rest from my allowance. And we're going to add $1 to this, so we now have $1. I went ahead and just put this in this binder where I keep my bills and stuff. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye.